Game Trailers E3 Awards 2010. Best Press Conference.
The press conferences are undoubtedly the crown jewel of E3. When most people plumb their memories of the show, the moments they remember are probably from the extravagant presentations.
Including this jacket.
Being that we value what you, the Game Trailers user, has to say, the nominees and winner have been chosen with you in mind.
And the nominees are Electronic Arts.
EA's press conference last year was full of tweens and girls doing their hair. Not so this time. With the exception of The Sims 3 for consoles and EA Sports Active 2, its press event was one core game after another on display through dazzling live demos. EA even introduced an E3 first when it created a cliffhanger ending for the Dead Space 2 demo to be finished at the Sony press conference the next day.
Microsoft.
Last year, everyone got a taste of Project Natal, and this year, we knew that Heaping Helping was on the way. That's exactly what we got. The first half was absolutely incredible, with live demos of Call of Duty Black Ops, Gears of War 3, Halo Reach, and many more. And then the casual switch was flipped, and we were overloaded with dancing and fitness games until the end of the show, where the new, slimmer Xbox 360 was unveiled. A big partnership with ESPN and other new functions for Xbox Live rounded out the presentation, but this press conference was primarily for the parents and kids. Microsoft is hoping to snare with Kinect.
Okay, less talking, more dancing.
Nintendo.
Nintendo had two poor E3 press conferences in a row, and as they say, the third time's the charm. It definitely held true here as Nintendo shocked the crowd with game after game for its true fans, and not the fans that have jumped on the ship in the last few years. Donkey Kong, Kirby, Kid Icarus, Zelda, and Metroid in one showing. That hasn't happened since they last showed a Super Smash Bros. Game.
Sony.
As usual, Sony's press conference was entirely up to snuff and managed to keep the core and casual players engaged throughout. It was a bit short on big announcements, but it really came through with content. Games galore for every taste of player flowed from the stage, while the final pricing for the PlayStation Move was revealed, and Sony unveiled a premium service for PSN for those who choose to pay. In all, there was something for everyone at the press conference, and it was structured in such a way that the momentum kept on rolling.
You know what? You're onto something.
Ubisoft.
With only 6 press conferences at the show, it was either Ubisoft or Konami to take the final nomination. If you've seen any part of this year's Konami press conference, then you know that Ubisoft was the obvious choice. But then that's not saying a whole lot. Joel McHale, who so eloquently handled the proceedings last year, was nowhere near as good in 2010.
Right. Wow.
And while some brief moments, like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and a proper Rayman sequel mostly satiated the crowd, the awkward moments in between bogged it down. Did we really need to see the exact same demo for Ubi's fitness game 2 days in a row?
The feeling is incredible. You have to experience this.
And the winner is Nintendo!
We've bagged on Nintendo 2 years in a row now, but it's finally time to give the company its due. It completely and totally delivered at its E3 2010 press conference. In addition to all the games mentioned earlier, Nintendo showed what many consider to be the best product of the show, the 3DS. Zelda demo issues aside, this press conference was a love letter to real video game fans. Gone were the awkward casual game demos, and in their place were significant chunks of time given to the games that the GT audience truly cares about. Providing hands-on time for Zelda and the 3DS were great ideas that reminded us of what makes this industry different from every other entertainment medium: interactivity.